The topic of the day is reported speech. Let's have a look at the picture. 2 years later, the man asks, "What did he say?" The woman answers, "He said that he was going to clean up the parks that year." As you can see here, that red part, it means that she is reporting something that someone else said before. Now let's see what is that. Reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. To do this, we can use direct speech or indirect speech. Example, direct speech is, "I work in a bank," said Daniel. Indirect speech would be, "Daniel said that you worked in a bank." In indirect speech, we often use a tense which is further back in the past. For example, worked, then the tense originally used. For example, work. So always go a verb, a tense in the past, backwards. This is called backshift. We also may need to change other words that were used, for example, pronouns. We will see further and you will understand by the examples much better. Let's see the tenses now. Present simple, "I like ice cream," direct speech, and reported speech would be, "She said that she liked ice cream." Present continuous, "I'm living in London." She said that she was living in London. Past simple, "I bought a car." She said she bought a car, or she said she bought a car, had bought a car. Present perfect, "I haven't seen Julie." She said she hadn't seen Julie. Past perfect, "I had taken English lessons before." She said that she had taken English lessons before. Here, notice that the verb, the tense, had taken, doesn't change when it moves to reported speech. It cannot go more back than that. Will now. Tense, will. "I will see you later." Reported speech, "She said that she would see me later." So will is transformed into would. What if we have would as a tense? "I would help, but..." The reported speech would be, "She said that she would help, but..." So it doesn't change, it remains the same. Tense, can. "I can speak perfect English." She said she could speak perfect English. So can transforms into could. Let's see could now. "I could swim when I was 4. Reported speech would be, "She said that she could swim when she was 4. Again, could. If could is in direct speech, could. In reported speech will be the same, could. Should. "I should call my mother." Reported speech, "She said that she should call her mother." Here the same thing, it doesn't change. Might. "I might be late." She said she might be late. Again, it doesn't change. Must. "I must study at the weekend." Reported speech, let's see. She said that she must study at the weekend, or she said she had to study at the weekend. Both cases are possible. So keep in mind, past perfect can, past perfect would, could, should, might. Indirect speech and reported speech remain the same. They don't change. How do we report WH questions and yes or no questions? There are mainly two types of questions: WH questions and yes or no questions. The first one, when we report a WH questions, we use a reporting verb like asked or inquired. Direct, "He said to me, 'Where do you live?' Indirect would be, "He asked me where I lived." When we report a yes or no question, we use whether or if. Direct, "The teacher said to me, 'Do you know the answer?' Indirect, "The teacher asked me or if I knew the answer or whether I knew the answer." Let's see how to use things in the correct way. Sometimes people can mistake it by using "She asked me, why did I work so much?" The correct version would be "She asked me why I worked so much." Here we don't need to use did anymore. Why happens this? The word order in reported questions is subject plus verb. Another one. Incorrect is "She asked me it was raining." Here it's not correct. The correct version would be "She asked me if it was raining." So the answer will be yes or no. Remember that we should use if or whether. Yes or no. So this happens because yes or no questions, closed questions, begin with if when they become reported questions, as we said before. The other case is "She asked me if I have been to Bristol," and here we have a question mark, which is incorrect, this sentence. The correct version would be "She asked me if I had been to Bristol." We don't use a question mark at the end. Another example, "She asked me what I do for a living." The correct one would be "She asked me what I did for a living," because we go one tense backward. Why happens this? If the reporting verb, in this case ask, the two examples, is in the past tense, we usually change the tense of the verb which follows. I am goes back I was. I can becomes I could. Have been becomes had been. Was, had been, will, would, and can, could.